Hey guys, today I am filming my Makeup Use Up 2019 intro. This is my year-long project pan. I have been doing these videos since 2015. I'll have all of my other playlists linked in the description box in case you're just interested in seeing some different panning projects from me. And I am really excited to start out the year with some new products that I want to work on. So the way that I do these videos is that I choose a specific set of products that I would either like to finish completely or hit pan on by the end of the year, and then I would like to finish up an additional 50 makeup products. I will be updating you guys every 2 months on this project. I also plan on doing 4 seasonal project 10 pans this year. I will be doing my sample project pan, and I would love to be part of any collab project pans that I am invited to. So we will see what the project panning brings us for this year, but I'm really excited to work through some more products in my collection. So I have mostly face products here, a good bit of lip products, but only a few eyeshadow products. I'm still not quite sure what eyeshadows I want to work on this year. I will show you the ones that I've chosen, but I haven't chosen everything, but you will see those in seasonal project pans. I don't plan on adding anything into this project necessarily, but I might end up doing so, and I will let you guys know at updates. I have already started my winter project 10 pan. I'll have that playlist linked up in the cards. Some of these items are in that project. I did also want to let you guys know that this is being filmed early. I'm filming this just a few days after I filmed the intro from my winter project pan, and that's because some of those items are from this project and I don't want to use up any of these in my winter project before I can include them in the intro for this series, because I'm putting them in my project because I want to use them up in 2019, and I start using my winter makeup products in December, if that makes any sense. So now we will just jump into the products. So I have 2 perfumes I would like to completely use up this year. The first one is Marc Jacobs Daisy. I absolutely love this fragrance, but unfortunately it doesn't last on my skin very well, so I would just like to get through this. So I am starting out right here. So I have less than half of the amount of product left, and because this is such a light fragrance, it's something that I can apply a lot of and reapply often. I think I shouldn't have trouble using this up. The other fragrance I have is Juicy Couture Viva La Juicy Original, and the reason I'm wanting to pan this is because I do have a 3.4 ounce size that I'm going to keep in my collection, but I have this one as well, so I would like to use this first. This is just the 1 ounce, and I am starting out right here. So I do have a good amount of product left in this bottle, but we'll see how long it takes me to get through this one. I love this fragrance and it does last pretty well on my skin, so we'll see about those. But those are the 2 perfumes I would like to use up this year. Everything else in my collection I feel very content with, just keeping and using whenever I feel like it. I just want to use those up. So then moving on to makeup products. Now I'm going to be inserting deluxe size primers into all of my seasonal project pans, but also this year I would like to use up a full size, which is the Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer. I am all the way down here. I really enjoy this product, but this is, I think, the oldest or one of the oldest primers in my collection, so I would like to use this one up. I have 4 foundation products that I will be working on. I need to mark some of these. I had them laying down in my drawer, so all the product hasn't settled properly. So this is the Hard Candy Glamoflague Mix in Pigment Makeup Drops in the shade Fair 1. I know that I have less than half left in this product. It's not something that I enjoy very much. I do have an entire review video testing this out with different foundations. I'll have that linked in the cards. It doesn't really give more coverage. It just helps to adjust the shade. So I would like to use this up because it isn't something that I enjoy, but I have such little amount of product left and I don't hate it, so it's not going to make me miserable to use it up, and I would rather use it up than throw it out. The next foundation I will be working on is Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is my holy grail foundation, but this is the oldest in my collection, so I would like to use this up, and I am starting out right here. So I have a little bit less than half left in this foundation, and this is in my current winter project pan. I would also like to use up the Too Faced Peach Perfect Foundation. Mine is in the shade Snow, and this is a really large foundation. It has 1.6 fluid ounces. I think I'm about down to here, so I also have finished a little bit more than half of this product. It's a foundation that I do really enjoy. I would like to use this up and repurchase it in my perfect shade, which is Swan. And the last foundation I would like to finish this year is the Maybelline SuperStay Full Coverage. I have the shade 110 Porcelain. This one has not settled, but I have about half the amount of product left. And I'm a little nervous about trying to work on 4 foundations because even though I wear foundation every single day, I apply 2 layers. I do not blow through foundation as quickly as some other people, so this might be a bit of a challenge, but I'm up for it, and it would be amazing to get 4 foundation products used up out of my collection. I have 2 concealers I would like to use up this year. The first is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade Fair 4, which I've been using as an under eye concealer. I do really enjoy this, but I do have a backup of my Tarte Shape Tape, and I do have one that I'm using right now, and that will just take me forever to use, so I would like to use this one up so I can focus on those. And these do tend to also go bad kind of quickly. I feel like they start to smell a little weird after a short amount of time, so I would like to use that one up. And then this is going to be a bit of a challenge. This is my MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NC15. You can see there's not a ton left. I've just been using this to fill in my forehead wrinkles, which doesn't take a ton of product, but I'm thinking I might also use this over my primer but under my foundation to help cancel out some of the redness on my cheeks. But this is something I've had for a very long time, and I really need to use this up, and then I'll decide if I want to repurchase this or try something different like the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. Let me know if you've tried that one, but I would like to use this one up completely. Then I have 4 powders I would like to use up. You guys know that I am a crazy powder girl. I go through so many powders in a year. It is barely believable, but it is so true. I'm just that really. So I have 2 pressed powders and 2 loose powders that I would like to use up. My pressed powders I plan on using in combination. So this is the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Powder Foundation in the shade Ivory. I do love this product, but I do have other powders that I prefer now over this one, so I want to use that up. And I'll be using that in combination with the NYX Hashtag No Filter Powder. This is in the shade number 2 Porcelain, which is too dark for me, which is why I need to mix these 2 together. Then I have a couple loose powders I would like to work on. Both of these are in my current winter project pan. So this is the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. I actually really enjoy this one, but I think the Peach Perfect powder is better for my skin type, but this is a really great one as well. So I don't have a ton left in this, and I've gone through it pretty quickly, but I do want to use it up just so I have my favorite Holy Grail powders in my collection. Same with the ColourPop No Filter Loose Setting Powder. In my review of their complexion products, which I'll link in the cards, I didn't really love this very much, and I definitely stand by that, but I have less than half the amount of products left, so I would like to finish this up and get it out of my collection as well. So I just have a few more face products. I have some cheek items that I would like to hit pan on, and these are going to be a challenge. I know how difficult it is for me in particular to hit pan on cheek products, but I wanted to challenge myself a bit. So I would like to hit pan on this bronzer, which is the Milani Matte Baked Bronzer in Sunset. I tend to reach for this in the summertime. It was a domed product, but as you can see, I've completely worn down the dome and I already have a good dip in here. So next I have a contour powder I would like to hit pan on. This is the Sleek Contour Kit in the shade Light. If you can tell, I do already have a dip in this one. This product is very old in my collection. The highlighter smells like kids play makeup, which I know probably means I should throw this away, but I don't have sensitive skin, so I'm not worried about this giving me any acne. So I would like to hit pan on this by the end of the year, and then I do plan on tossing it, but I do want to get some more use out of it because I love the formula and this color, and I don't know if they make these anymore. I know they have the Face Form palettes that have the highlight, contour, and blush, but I don't know if they're the same shades and the same formula as these little duos. So the highlighter is not very good, but I really did enjoy the contour product. I do have one highlighter I would like to hit pan on, and that would be the Pixi and Aspyn Ovard Glowy Powder in London Lustre. If you guys can see right here, I do already have a good size dip in this, so it would be amazing to hit pan. This is something I see myself using mostly in the springtime. And lastly, I would like to use up a setting spray. I do have quite a few like brand new setting sprays in my collection, but I would like to use this one up. This is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This is something that I think is a really cool product. I love the way it disperses on my skin. I might actually repurchase it in the future, but I would just like to make sure I'm using up at least one of my full-size setting sprays. So those are all of my face products. Now on to eyes. As I said, I don't have a ton of shadows picked out for right now. I do have a few shadows that are in my current winter project pan that I would like to hit pan on. So this is the NYX Round Single Hot Pot in the shade Coquette, which is a really pretty purpley taupe color. I do have a good size dip in this already, and my goal is to hit pan. I have the Urban Decay single in the shade Tease, which is a really pretty taupey color. I already have a dent in this, and I would like to hit pan on this one. I'm using this one as my crease color and NYX Coquette as my transition color. And for my lid shade, I have Urban Decay YDK. This one and Tease are in the Naked 2 palette, but as you can see, I have them in singles. I do have a dip in this one as well. Such a stunning lid shade, so I would love to hit pan on that one as well. So then I've got some warm tone eyeshadows here. I don't know if I'm going to work on these in the summer or the fall, but I'll decide when the time comes. And I have two different products that I'm thinking about for a lid shade. I don't know which one I'm going to go with, but I might pick this one. So this is the Maybelline Eye Studio Quad in the shade Irresistibly Ivy. These haven't discontinued. This is very, very old, but I love it. These two colors right here are amazing, but this orangey, yellowy, gold color, I would love to hit pan on using this as a lid shade. Now, once I start using it, if I feel like the formula is just not good anymore, I will replace it with the next product. But this is something, again, I would like to hit pan on this and then toss it at the end of the year, but feel like I was able to get some good use out of that. But like I said, if I feel like this formula isn't as good as it used to be, I will replace that shade with the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Kathleen Lights, which is a pearlized finish, one of my favorite shades. It is so beautiful and brightening on the lid. And if you guys followed along with my project pans last year, you know that I was able to work through quite a few Super Shock shadows. It would be awesome if I could use up another one. And then the matte shades I plan on using along with both of those or either of those lid shades would be from the ColourPop Yes Please palette. So the colors I plan on using would be Champs as my transition color, Note to Self as my crease color, and GNO as my outer corner color. My goal would be to hit pan on all three of those, and I've never actually tried to pan a ColourPop pressed powder shadow before, so we'll see how that goes. So those are all of the eyeshadows that I've chosen, but I will definitely take some time to think about it and see what other things I would like to pan this year. But now for lip products, I have quite a few that I've chosen. Hopefully I enjoy all of them and can use them all up. I was able to use up quite a few lip products last year, so I feel pretty hopeful about them. So I do have two items picked out for winter, and that would be this deluxe size of the NARS Velvet Lip Glide in the shade Bound. It's a really pretty mauve-y color. So this is my main focus, but once I use this one up, I'm gonna move on to the Lorac Alter Ego Lip Gloss in the shade Goddess, which is a lot more of a dusty purple compared to the NARS Bound, which is a mauve. And I think this would be a great transition from winter to spring, and this is just a little deluxe size. Then for my spring lip product, I would like to use up the Too Faced Sweet Peach Creamy Peach Oil Lip Gloss in the shade Pure Peach. This is a full size, but you actually don't get a ton of product in here, but I'm sure it will take me the full 3 months to use this up. This is not a product that I enjoy very much, but I did spend quite a bit of money on this, so I would like to finish it. My summer lip product is one that I'm iffy on. This is the MAC Patent Polish Lip Pencil in the shade Fearless. This was a rollover from last year. I do think this is a beautiful color. I love this formula. However, this is not a color I reach for all the time, and I don't think it works well with a ton of different makeup looks. So because this is older and it is a rollover from last year, I would like to use it up, but we'll see, and I might end up picking something else to replace it and then just get rid of this. Of course, I would prefer to use it up than get rid of it, but we'll see. And then I do have a lip combo planned for the fall time. So the first part of the combo is this little deluxe size Tarte Color Splash lipstick. This is the shade Rum Punch, which is a nice light peachy, slightly beigey nude. And over top of that, I'll be wearing the e.l.f. Tinted Lip Oil in Nude Kiss, which is a peachy nude lip oil, and this is very thin. It wears off pretty quickly. I have to reapply very often, so I think it's actually possible for me to use up both of these, and I like them on their own, but they are a very beautiful combination as well. So guys, those are all of the items I specifically would like to work on either hitting pan or using up this year. As I said, I will update you guys every 2 months, and make sure you are subscribed to my channel and following along with all of the other project pans I will be doing throughout this year as well. I would love to know what items you are wanting to pan this year, what kind of projects you plan on doing, seasonal ones, year-long project pans. Let me know. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.